on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 13 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing on first down is Brady. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be first down, New England. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he got position. On him, and he pulls it in. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other. And trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Brady going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Brady will try again on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Throwing is Brady on third down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
Still first down.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. Stiff-armed him. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Patriots. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Brady, and right side, caught. Hogan. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's
Rob Gronkowski. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, 45 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Extra point try for Gronkowski. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gronkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time. And we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Second down now after the pass completion. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. And ready for 3rd and 6. Now Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But
and look at this, another fake. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
They go back to and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, 58 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They go play action with Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Brady to throw on second down. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To throw, it's Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Matt Ryan, picked off by Logan Ryan. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Brady now on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw is Brady. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now a play fake. Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to fit it into Gronkowski there, and that brings up 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down, but things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away.
And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots get a score closer. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Gronkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Hey, he better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes just through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Still first down.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now a play fake. And now here's another interception. It's Matt Ryan, picked off by Logan Ryan. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college. Sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Blunt, the lone running back. Brady now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A reminder, coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. It's a gain of 7, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. Ooh. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
So on 4th down, the left-footed Ryan Allen to kick it away for the Pats. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump start.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
On second down, Ryan. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Here's Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back?
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
On first down, Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. the Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the two different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the second straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Now a play fake here on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
7 yards to go on second down. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Ryan, he completes it to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one's incomplete.
Offside. Defense.
All right, so first down, 5 yards to go. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now it's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. It's Matt Ryan, picked off by Logan Ryan. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, you know, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
This is complete to guess who? Gronkowski again.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it. How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Blunt, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Play action, now it's Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And right side caught, Hogan. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
A big run there by Freeman. 45 yards on the ground. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
But when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Blunt, the lone running back. Now a play fake here on first down. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They go play action here on first down. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it here with Blunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of the tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Now Brady. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position. and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. It's a pickup of 21. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Now it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Ryan to throw. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, 33 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And last time, no points surrendered, almost. I mean, the ball was in the red zone. Bottom line, though, they got the stop. They'll be looking to do that once more.
And you know they trotted back out there with energy because after you get a 4th down stop and give up no points in a situation where you expect to give up something, you feel so good about yourself and the guy playing next to you as well. That leads you to playing pretty well the rest of the game.
Yeah, we'll see if they can play well again here and get another stop. Second down now after the pass completion.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have...
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So out come the Falcons now, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 34 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They come out here in the eye. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good win.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we could... shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Now it's Ryan. And this is incomplete.
Offside. Defense. Still 2nd down.
It's Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
So many times during the course of a game, Brandon, the special teams actually helps out their offense. Not in this case. They did them zero favors with that return.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Brady to throw on second down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Offense working with, and now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now in punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. They struggled that last drive. They were kind of hit 2 ways, both with the run and the pass.
And I love how you brought hit into it because a lot of defense coordinators like to show a little cut-up film the night before a game. They usually have some boxing in there, and it always shows the guy being the aggressor, the guy on his toes punching, not back on his heels taking punches, and that's where this defense was on the last possession.
They were on their heels. Will they be on their heels again? Let's see.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Ryan. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. third down. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
This is complete to guess who? Gronkowski again. A gain of 6 there on first.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
4 down, 4 down. Let's go.
Brady now on first down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
4 down.
Brady will try again on second down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Going underneath for Lewis. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Hey, watch the left, watch the left.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go. Ten yards still left on second down.
Guys, double tight. Alert, alert. 3 out, 3 out.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And now here is another interception. It's Matt Ryan, picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now and hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Delay of game, offense.
Blunt, the lone running back. Brady now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Ryan. And now here's another interception. It's Matt Ryan, picked off by Logan Ryan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So after the INT, it's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Now Ryan on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Still 9 yards to go on third down.
Everybody scoot up. Heavy. Hey,
Play action. It's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.